Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I've been using the Moto Z2 Force on Oreo, the latest update I got for it, the entire weekend. So it's Monday, February 26, 2018, and it's time to tell you how it's been doing. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so here's the rear camera of the Moto Z2 Force. And the reason I'm starting with the cameras is because some people, I've been looking at some of the forums, and some people have said, you know, their camera got better, or, you know, the camera looks really good. Check out this sky. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. What do you guys think about the camera? Do you see any improvements from before Oreo? Now, personally, I can't tell too much, but I do see a beautiful camera. Not as much focus hunting, I can see that. There was a little bit of focus hunting before with the Moto. Man, look at this. Oh my gosh, is that not a good wallpaper or what? I'm gonna have to use that as wallpaper. But I used to see a little bit of focus hunting depending on what I was shooting at with the Moto Z2 Force. And now it seems like they might have, you know, maybe Oreo did it some justice. I don't know. Let's catch this car going by. Alright, so let's head back up to the office and tell you what I think. Alright guys, so what better way to showcase the phone than is to use the cameras on it. So, you know, the Moto Z2 Force has been a phone that, you know, I did label it as phone of the year for 2017 for me. And it edged out of several phones. There was a lot that came with that for that complete package. And I felt like the Moto Z2 Force was a phone that I could give that title to for 2017. Now, Oreo. We are in February of 2018, and I got Oreo on it. I do have the T-Mobile variant, if you're wondering. But it is the AT&T, Verizon, all the other variants are getting it as well, or have gotten it a long time ago, about a month or two back, I don't know. But the phone isn't having any issues at the moment. So I want to start with battery life. I used the Moto Z2 Force for about 1 day and 22 hours almost. And I used it over the weekend, but that is what I needed before I had to charge it. And I grabbed about 5.5 to 6 hours of screen on time. And the one question that I get from a lot of people is people say, well, how did you do that? And in reality, I'm not doing anything in particular. I'm just using the phone, watching a lot of YouTube, responding to social media, doing a lot of social media. And that's pretty much what I do with it. Some web browsing and things like that. But I'm not doing anything particular to make my phones pull down any kind of special battery. So I did read an article where someone said they were having battery drain. I think you probably should check for a rogue app, and sometimes when you do an OS update, sometimes it's good to do a backup and then a factory data reset, and then, you know, go ahead and try again, or just do a backup, but then just do a factory reset period and start fresh and just install all your apps again and get it set back up. Sometimes there could be a rogue app out there pulling in and straining your battery. You got to check your resources. Also, remember to clear your cache partition once a month. Some people forget to do that. But I learned that after dealing with some of the people, Richard over at Samsung Nights back in the day. He helped me with resources phones, and that applies to all phones though. So I think the battery life on the Moto Z2 Force pretty good. I don't have any complaints with it. It's pretty decent. Being able to go 2 days and pretty much, and I still have like 8% left, I think. Being able to go pretty much 2 days and get 5 to 6 hours of screen on time is absolutely fantastic on a phone for me. I think so. Because the phone only has, what, a 2700 milliamp hour battery inside? Yeah, that's what it is. So, aside from battery, performance has been great. Again, I don't have any issues with it. And the phone is actually doing pretty good. Now, again, I started with the cameras because the cameras were something that, this is actually the front camera of the Moto Z2 Force. And I've tested this camera before, and it didn't do as well. It looked kind of hazy, but now I think this footage is absolutely great. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this footage, and the rear cameras and the photos and everything is absolutely stunning. So upgrading to Oreo, if you're on the Moto Z2 Force at this point, is probably not a bad idea if you get the update. In my opinion, I always will go to the next stage because there's going to be some improvements there, even if it's not listed. I didn't see anything about a camera update or anything like that, but I did see stability and things like that, and we know what comes with Oreo. You know, lots of great improvements and picture-in-picture, but that's not actually offered on a lot of the phones that are getting Oreo. So, nonetheless, the Moto Z2 Force is just even better now, and this phone can be used for, I don't know, a long time to come. And I know there's going to be a Moto Z3 and a Moto Z3 Force, but for now, I think Motorola is doing it right. There's a lot of new Moto devices coming, and I think they're going to probably do well. So this is just a quick update for the Moto Z2 Force on Oreo. The questions that you might have, leave them below, but I'm telling you, performance has been great for me, battery has been good, and cameras seem to have improved a little bit. What do you guys think? It's your man Jay Will. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.